B'Shem Hashem Na'aseh V'Natzliach. Shabbat Shalom. This week's Parashat Korach. We're recording Leilul Nishmat Avi Mori. Ateret Roshi Areini Kaporat Mishkavo Shlomo Chaim Ben David. We wish everybody a happy Rosh Chodesh. I wanted to talk about the sons of Korach. Now, who was Korach? Korach was a very interesting individual. The whole Parsha is named after him. He was Moshe Rabbeinu's cousin, a very wealthy man. And unfortunately, he made a coup d'etat. He made a mutiny versus his cousin, the grand leader of the Jews, Moshe. And he accused Moshe of favoritism, of one-sidedness, of preference. He said, Moshe, you became the king, you gave the high priesthood, the Kohen Gadol to your brother from your own heart because of favoritism. God didn't command you. I want to be Kohen Gadol. 250 other people want to be the high priest. And they created a tremendous argument and machloket and rebellion and they got a one-way ticket to hell. They got swallowed alive by the hole. The hole in the ground swallowed them and took them to hell. But in chapter 26 of the Parsha, we see the children of Korach. It says, Ubnei Korach. Please look it up. Chapter 26, Chavav, in this week's Parsha, Pasuk Yud Aleph, 11. It says, the children of Korach did not perish, did not die. So we look at Rashi. It says at the last second, at the ninth inning, when they were about to get swallowed, the children of Korach said, our father was wrong. You're wrong. When they saw that the earth is opening in between them, and they had teshubah, they looked up to God and said, God, forgive us for this sin, that we rebelled against the greatest prophet of all time. And because of that, they didn't die. They didn't go to hell. They got a small cliff on the top of, right at the tip of Gehinom, Jahannam, hell, and they didn't perish. And actually, they went along to write many of the Psalms, TEHILLIM. They wrote many of the chapters, like chapter 48 that we read every Monday after the Shir Shal Yom, after Ashrei and Valitzion. They read Mizmor Levnei Korach is 40, TEHILLIM 42 and 88, and others. And the MIDRASH says something so heartwarming about, it's such an important lesson, because there's always going to be fights and arguments. And it's very important not to take the side, the natural tendency to take the side of your children or your father or your mother or your tribe or your brother, sister, or cousin. We always have to take the side of Hashem, the side of truth, the side of Haqq. And look at the TEHILLIM, MIDRASH, TEHILLIM chapter 15 that says, King David teaches us, Ashrei ha'ish, Asher lo alach ba'atzat reshaim. Lucky is the person that does not follow the counsel and the advice of evil scoffers, of evil people. And King David Melech Israel, Chai v'Kayam, who was he writing this? Lucky is the person, worthy and great is the person that does not follow the counsel and the advice of the wicked. This is the sons of Korach. Initially, they were 110% behind their father's back, that we have to fight against Aaron, belittle Aaron, our cousin. He took all the power. He doesn't deserve it. Moses was showing favoritism just because he was his brother. But at the end, it's such a wonderful thing to have the integrity to admit that you're wrong. And the Orach Chaim says something fascinating. It says, the children of Datan and Abiram went straight to hell down with them. But Korach also, he didn't start arguing with his children when they saw that the earthquake and the mouth of the ground is opening and sucking him down. He said, you're entitled to your opinion. And why is this so important? that King David says the children of Korach are these lucky people that in the end of the day, finally, they realize their father was wrong and Moses was right. It always happens as an educator, we see it that inevitably when you have many children, some of them are always going to get in trouble with the principal, with the teacher, and it's so natural always to take the side of your child and attack the principal, attack the Rebbe, attack the Menahel, attack even the Rosh Yeshiva, attack the Mora, attack the More. But that's not right. The children of Korach ended up having a great, great, great grandson, which became as great as Moses and Aharon combined, by the name of Shemuel. Look at the Gemara, Megillah Daf Yud Daled. And may Hashem give us the strength. It's so easy and comfortable always to fight and rebel rouse and cause the argument to get bigger and bigger, because we always want to take the natural side of our friends, our family, our spouse, our children. But that's not right. The purity of thought, to be impartial, to be honest. We have to have the honorableness and the rightful and justful attitude that maybe my child was out of line. And I should agree with the principal, with the Rebbe, with the teacher. Because if I back up my son, then next time he's going to be more brazen and more chutzpah. And the ultimate woman that shows us that she didn't agree with her husband, she said, "You're a fool," was the wife of On ben Pelet. The greatest and most golden and precious thing in the world is a good wife. She will give birth to holy and spiritual and upright and tzaddik children. And she saved the life of her husband. And she said, "What do you have to gain out of this? There's 1 in a 250 chance that you're going to become the right person." And anyways, she made him drunk and she didn't let him go. And then ultimately On ben Pelet's life was saved, and he didn't even go to the tip of hell and then come out later like the children of Korach, but he was saved altogether because his wife had the clarity of thought and said, just because my husband is rebelling against Moshe, he's dead wrong and I have to save his life. So may Hashem send to all those singles that my heart breaks for them so much. May God send you like the wife of On ben Pelet, and not like the wife of Korach, which destroyed his life and sent him a one-way ticket to hell forever and ever. And may we always be unbiased, may be open-minded, and always side on the side of integrity and truth. And therefore, even though that's excruciatingly unnatural and difficult to go against your own blood, but the highest level of integrity and truth is to go on the side of God, which is the side of truth and fairness. Amen. Have a wonderful Shabbat. Don't forget to subscribe.